Hello friends, today we are studying 16 July 2023 Madhuban's Avyakt Bapdada Murli. Okay, it is Avyakt Murli is always a revised Murli of previous dates. The today date is 7/3/1995. A Brahmin is a soul who has a right to the authorities of righteous and the authorities of self sovereignty. Okay, this is the topic or the heading of today's Avyakt Murli. A Brahman is a soul who has a right to the authorities of righteous and authorities of self sovereignty. Okay, the Brahman is always doing righteous thing. Okay, today Bap Dada was seeing in the children from everywhere two special authorities. Bap Dada is seen everything has, everybody is imbibed with the two special authorities. What are these authorities? These authorities are righteous or self sovereignty. One is authorities of righteous and other is authorities of self sovereignty. Each one of you has received these two authorities. The specialities of Brahman life. These authorities are our specialities. We Brahman have imbibed these two authorities. The authorities of righteousness means to be an embodiment of imbibing of truth and purity. We have imbibing of truth and purity. And authority of self-sovereignty means to be one who has all rights and who make all his physical senses work under his order. Means that we are doing everything right from our eyes, from our mouth, from our hands. We are doing the right things always in a daily routine. Someone who has the right to self-sovereignty and has the authority of self-sovereignty will not be subservient to any situations, to matters, or to any forms of Maya. That we are not indulge in Maya. We are doing the right thing, but will be the one who has all rights over them. Bap Dada has enabled every Brahman soul to attain both of these authorities, has he not? Do all of you have both these authorities? Baba said, do all of you have both these authorities? Yes, we have, because we are the God children. Or do you not have them fully? Baba said a question. Do you have these authorities or do you not have them fully? Yes, we have. We have to set truthfully. We are very eager to see that yes, we have all these. Only those who attain both these authorities at the present time can claim all rights to both the authorities of righteous and authorities of ruling in the future. Yes, if we have authority over here on us, on our body, then we can rule the future, then we can rule the next heaven. If we have authority now, then we have to rule in the future. But if you are not having authority on your body now, then how can you rule the peoples in a future? Have you imbibed both these authorities? Have you imbibed both these authorities? Have you seen your picture? Have you seen your picture as a king? Is it a picture of double foreigners or is it someone else's pictures? Have you seen the symbol of both the authorities in that pictures? Have you seen our picture in a mind that we are authority person and we have a righteous person? The symbol of authorities of righteousness is a crown of light. What is the symbol of authority? That you have seen a crown of light in your back of your head. Okay, like a peaceful soul, a pure soul have in your back and in his back, or deities have in his back a pure white crown of light have seen in the back of his head. And the sign of authority of ruling a kingdom is a crown studded with jewels. Do you have seen? Please wait a minute, close your eyes and see a crown of jewels on your head and a crown of light at your back. Yeah, it's very wonderful by saying this. Yes, we have and we need that crown. So what we have to do? Only the righteousness things in our future. So have seen this picture of yours? Yes, we have seen. You imbibe both these authorities at that time. We have to imbibe this. And because of this, both the authorities are in your hand for half a cycle. In our hand for half the cycle. In Satyug or Treta, we have these authorities. From Copper Age onward, from Dwapar, we have seen that we are not having these. But in Satyug or Treta, we have these authorities. The authorities of righteousness became separated from the authorities of ruling, and that was why the founding father of the religious had to come. Baba said, from where? From the Copper Age, the authorities of righteousness is what is right, become what is right. It became separated from the authorities of ruling and the founding fathers of religions. Means the dharma or the kinship are different here. But in Satyug and Treta, the kinship and religion is both the same. But from the Dwapar, the kinship or the religions both are different, because founding fathers of various religions are come. So there is a difference between the king and the founding fathers. Some people goes to the king, founding fathers of the religions, and some people think right about the king. However, will they be different in your kingdom? But you have seen that will they be different in your kingdom? No, in Satyam there is no difference in the kingdom of king or a kingdom of a religious fathers. Everyone there are the both authorities at the same time. That is why the kingdom continues to be constant and free from any obstacles. In a Satyug, Baba said about these things are happened in the Satyug. So Baba was saying both these authorities in all of you. So these authorities we have to imbibe now, so we can rule in the future. To what extent each of you has imbibed them within yourself, and to what extent you have to develop all the right. Do you remain constantly one who has all rights? We have one, you have all right. Or is that you sometimes become subservient and other times some with all rights? Or you are now in a conditions that sometimes you are feeling that you are subservient, you are not things in your control, and sometimes you are saying that all rights are with you. Because if your minds are stable, it means that you are all rights, you have all powers in your hand. But sometimes if your mind is not in a stable state, or you are feeling depressed, it means your mind is not in a stable state, your powers are not in your hand. So would you like it if one moment you had all the rights and the next you become subservient? Or is it good to have all right constantly? Yes, it is good to have all right constantly. Do you wish to have all rights for all time? Or will it do if you have them for only a short time? No, we don't want it for a short time. We want it for a long time. Since the Father himself is giving you all right, since the bestower is giving, what should those who are taking these do? Okay, if the God is giving us all the rights, why we are not taking? Is it easy to take or to give? Yes, it is easy to take, not to give. So God is giving us that power. Why are not able to take that? There isn't any difficulty in taking, is there? No. In terms of giving, you will have to think about it. Yes, when we have to give something to anybody, we have to think what we have to give, what is God for him, what about the cost of the gift. But when we have to take, we are not thinking anything, we have to take everything. Should I give it or not? Should I give a little or lot? However, in terms of taking, everyone would say, let me take as much as I can. Yes, when we have to take anything, we can take as much as I can. So, are you number 1 or number 2 in taking? Yeah. Yes, we are number 1 in taking. So, God is giving us the right to rule the Satyug. So, why we are not taking that? And why are we not that much serious about taking? No one becomes number 2 in this. Whereas, when it comes to giving, then are you also a number 1? You have to think about your situations. Are you also number 1 in giving? Or do you have to think about it? Do you have to have courage to give? In fact, if you look at it, what do you really give? What do you have to really give? You have to give only love to everybody. You have to take care of everybody. You have to see everybody a pure, peaceful soul and give a love every time. In Brahmin life, is it giving or receiving? What do you have think? Brahmin life is giving or receiving? We are receiving a God shower of love every time. If the thing that you are taking is greater than things you are giving, if you are taking is greater, if we are taking greater than the things you are giving, is it taking or giving? Baba asked to you, if the things you are taking is more than you are giving, then exactly it is taking all time. When you think that you will have to give, you then become heavy. When you think that you will have to give, when we think about giving, then our mind is depressed, that what to give, how to give, when to give, and how much to give, and how revenue, how much is the cost of giving. When you are receiving something, you remain constantly happy and have courage. And when we are taking something, we are very happy. Birthday gifts and New Year gifts, Christmas gifts, then we are happy that we have to take something. In terms of giving, you think it is difficult to give. However, you first received and you then do not give anything. Exactly. We have to receive things, but we are not able to give anything. Do you have anything that you would give to the Father? Did we have? Do you have anything that you have to give to the Father? When you give something, you normally give that is good. Do you not? Yes. What do you have that is good? Are you buddies good? Are you buddies good? Are we are fine? Are your minds good? Is your wealth good? Baba asks to us that normally we have to giving something that is good, but now our bodies are not good. We are infectious, bodies is not healthy. Are our mind good? Our mind are full of distress, negative thoughts. Is our wealth good? If we are earning something, it is from the right path? So these are not good. So what we are giving to the God, they are all useless. You keep your bodies going by pushing them along with the medicine. Yes, is a car that needs a push good? Because our body is a car and we are go through it by pushing it by taking medicine. So when we bought a car and we bought that car if it's need a push, no. So in Brahman life you do nothing but take, and the father smiles. We always take from the father. The father smiles because you children are even cleverer than the father. We always taking, not giving anything, but father is smiling. You first take, then you think of giving. First we have to take, then we have to think of giving, and we are not giving. Exactly. You are clever, are you not? Is it good? No, it is not good. The father likes it when the children are clever, but he does not like it when the children become dull while moving along. He is not happy when we are dull, when we are stop taking God's versions. We are not on a daily routine. We are not following the Amrit Vela. We are not following the daily Murlis and Numashama Yoga. We are not taking that things. We are seriously, since the God is not happy. Sometimes one can't tell from the faces of children's what has happened to them. Just as when there is little blood in someone's body and he becomes weak, you can see that weakness on the face. So here too, when there is a lack of happiness and powers, the face becomes like that. We are not in that face that is glowing and happy and smiling. So it means that we are not happy. All of you know this. All of you are experienced in this. On the one hand, you say that you have received minds of happiness and that they are also imperishable. And so how can that be reduced? We are taking God versions. We are taking God's words, which is imperishable. So why it is can be reduced on some time? The Father has a picture of all different changing modes of your minds from the whole day, from the starting of the day, from the morning to the night. We have changings of our moods. We have changing our faces. There is a lot of smile in the morning and less of smile at the night. God have seen all these pictures, and also of our faces that change according to our moods throughout the whole day. Smiling, angry. You make a museum of pictures. Yes, we are making the museums of pictures, whereas Baba has a museum of the pictures of the faces of all of you. So, constantly remember, I am a Brahman soul, a soul who has a right to the authority of ruling and the authority of righteousness. If you have the faith in this awareness, you will be intoxicated. If your faith is lacking, your intoxication is also less. So check whether you constantly have both these authorities or whether you sometimes lose them. Acha, today there is a majority of double foreigners. Many of the foreigners are there at the time when the Baba is taking this Murli. Bhab Dada is especially asking the double foreigners, do you remain constantly set on your seat of all the rights, or do you very quickly become upset? Sorry, you have to check off your faces. You have to check in your mind. You can take today's pictures of yours or yesterday pictures of yours. How do you have all the right ears, or you becomes very upset quickly? Is becoming upset a thing of the past or not the present time? That is now the past, is it not? Yes, we are not upset no more. You do not get upset anymore, do you? You have now become knowledgeful and powerful. Do you get upset over trivial matters? These small little matters. Why we are upset? So that your face changes and your mood changes. Is it like that sometimes? Do you sometimes get upset? Acha, those of you have never think about getting upset, that you have forgotten how to get upset. You have to be forgotten how to get upset. Have become such powerful soul. Are you have that much of power that you are saying, I don't know how to get upset? Raise your hands. Those who never get upset, raise your hands. Baba said, raise your hands. At least you are speaking the truth, and you are congratulations for that. Okay, some people are raising their hands, and most of them are not raising their hands. So Baba said that, okay, you are speaking the truth, that we are not ready now, that we are not getting upset no more. So congratulations that you are speaking the truth this time. This seasons you will leave something behind in Madhuban, will you not? Baba asked to that peoples that you have to leave something behind in the Madhuban when you came, is what? Or will you take something back with you? The majority of you celebrated Shivratri, the god, when the incarnation of a god Shiva is there, is celebrated, is called Shivratri. You will give a gift to a person whose birthday it is. Yes, we are giving gifts to the person whose birthday it is. So it is a Shiva's birthday. Why you are not giving the gift? So what gift have you given to the father? Give the gift of never getting upset and be happy always. Baba asked to them that please give me that gift, that you are not getting upset no more. Do you have this courage? Yes, we have. And we have to. Acha, raise your hands. And then Baba says that, okay, then raise your hands. Take pictures of everyone's hands on the TV. Baba asked that cameraman that you have to take the pictures of all one. You are giving me that gift, and whose hands are raised. Raise your hands firmly, correctly, after careful considerations. Look, pictures of everyone raised hand has been taken. Just be careful now, because a photo has been taken, so you are not getting upset no more. Baba Dada does not like those faces, those your angry and upset faces. Bab Dada constantly wishes to see constantly blooming spiritual roses, not wilted flowers, but those in a constant bloom. You always do whatever the one you have love for likes. Double foreigners have a lot of love for the father. You also like that what the father likes, and do you not? Now, no one should send news that says, what can I do? The situation was like that, and that was why I become upset. You are not saying that news to the Baba, that what situations was like that, and that was why I become upset. You are not saying these things from now. Even if the matter that comes in front of you is one that upset you, you don't allow yourself to become upset. You have the powers in your hand, power to your senses, that you don't become upset. When you swing in a swing, it goes up and down. When we swing in a swing, it goes up and down. A great deal. Sometimes up, sometimes down. At the same time, it becomes an up and down. So a swing also makes you upset. When it down, are you become upset? No. So why you are upset in trivial situations? It become down very low, and then it goes high up very fast, and so it upsets your body, because it's down at very low and high up very fast. So upset our body. We have a feeling of vomiting, nausea. So however, you don't get upset, do you? But why are you upset? Why do you not get upset? because you consider it to become a game, because we are considering it a game. Instead of getting upset, you consider it as a form of entertainment. What is the reason for that? It is a game where any situations that upset you comes in front of you, and they will definitely come, because to the Brahmins the situations will always come, because these are the papers of exams, and exams are always happen. When we are passed, when we will passed, then exam should be there, na? So these situations will definitely come. Bigger situations to upset you will definitely come to those who raise their hands. Who raise their hands, situations will come to take your test, because Maya is listening the Murli too. However, consider it to be a game. Do not be afraid. Okay, if she swings you, then let her swings you, but let your mind not be afraid. Okay, become knowledgeful, become powerful. Do not let go for that seat. When Maya sees once or twice that you are not going to get upset, when Maya says, when somebody's come to upset us, he can comes once or twice. If you are not upset, he's not bothering to upset no more to us. Okay, so why, when Maya sees once or twice that you are not getting upset, she herself becomes upset and go away. She will not upset you. You may have an exchange about the situations with other. When anything comes in front of you, because of being knowledgeable, you understand whether something is right or not, and whether it should happen or not. However, have an exchange about the situations in a form of conversation, not while getting upset. On the one hand, you would speak about it, but on the other hand, the Ganges means the tears would flow. Okay, but we are not doing that thing from now. Tears will not come from eyes, whether you let them flow in your mind or from your eyes. Tears come from your eyes or from your mind. You become upset, distressed. Neither is good. So, are you ready to give a gift of not upsetting no more? Have you thought about it, or have you just said yes for sake of it? Bhav Dada is giving you a very easy method in words, because when any situations or any of the elements come in front of you to make you fluctuate, remember two words. At that time, we have to remember two words. What are these words? The method is either to use not or to apply a dot. Either to use not, that I am not getting upset, or apply a dot, stopping. Stop thinking about that. Okay, not or dot you have to use at that time. If something is wrong, then think not. Okay, we don't have to think again and again and put a negative vibrations everywhere, which means you must not do that. We have not to think about that. You must not think about it. You must not do it. You must not speak about it, but apply a dot and it will become not. Okay, apply a dot. You have to stop thinking about that. Think dot and apply a dot. Think about stopping it and stop them. Finish. How much time does it take to put a dot? Less than a second. However, what happens instead? Why we are not stopping this? Okay, Baba said, why are you taking that much time to stop thinking about situations? You think that you should not do something that is not right, but you do not know how to put a dot. You have become knowledgeful, but you must not just be knowledgeful. As well as having knowledge, you also need to be powerful. Okay, You are weak in having a powerful stage, and that is why you are not able to apply a dot. We should have to be powerful because we are having God with us. Those who know how to put a dot will not forget the Father. The Father is a dot, okay, because Father is also a dot, a point of light having lots of power in it. And you are also a dot. We are also a point of light, a power, peaceful soul. And so you will remember everything. Put a full stop. Do not put a question mark. Why this has happened to me? Why this happened always to me? Why this situation is come? Why this situation comes on this time only? An exclamation mark and a worry about it, or a comma mark, but you have to put a full stop. The symbol of full stop is easy and the rest are difficult. The most difficult one is a question mark, and you know how to put that very quickly. But you are putting a question mark very quickly, not a dot. Baba said that. So we have to try that we have to put a dot first, not a question mark. You were told last time what to do when the word why. What to do when the word comes why comes up. Fly. When the word why comes, then you have to be fly to the God. Fly up above, not why, but fly. Do you know how to fly? Yes, we know how to fly. We have to just think about it. Close our eyes. Close your eyes, everybody. Close your eyes. Think about a powerful and peaceful soul situated in center of the forehead. And then this point of light fly to the universe and come to the Baap Dada Avyakt Vatan and see the Baap Dada in front of us and giving us a lot of power, peace to handle every situations, and we are very enlightened, feeling very happy and regenerated, and then come again to our home and watching the Murli, feeling happy. Yes, Baba is giving us a power, giving us power shots when we are going to the Baap Dada's house. Many good jewels have emerged among the double foreigners. Baap Dada is pleased to see such jewels, means the peoples or the Brahmin souls which have the light like a jewels. What more when there is even a little flaw visible in an invaluable jewel? That flaw does not seem right in them. It is not a little flaw, but you would still call it a flaw. Since you have become invaluable jewels, why have you kept even a little flaw? Do you like it? You don't think that even the moon has a little mark on it, and so this too is good, do you? Do you? Double foreigners have to become a samples. Let there not be the slightest weakness. What is the reason for a flaw? You do not wish there to be a flaw, but sometimes there is a flaw. Why is there is a flaw? What is the main reason for this thing? You are clever. When it comes to knowing this, you know this, and when you hold workshops, Baap Dada sees the photos of workshops, you extract many reasons. This is a reason, that is a reason, that is why the reason. In fact, you extract many good things from the workshops. You extract them from the workshops, but you do not work on them. We extracted, we getting, we are listening, but we don't work on them. The form of body consciousness is becoming more and more subtle. Body consciousness does not come in a gross forms now, but it now comes in a more subtle and royal forms. You use your intellects very well. Bap Dada is happy when you think of these good things. However, after you think of some good things, if someone gives you a little additions or correction, you then have the consciousness of I, that I'm doing that thing, I'm the person. Okay, just as you happily give your ideas, so too you should happily accept the ideas of other. Okay, I'm giving this idea, I'm giving this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. But why are you not accepting the ideas of others? Do not become afraid and think, how would this happen? What have you done? This is not possible. This will not do. Give just as much regard and respect to the advice and ideas of others as you give your own ideas. This is a homework for today, that we have to give regard and respect to the advice and ideas of other. Baba give the homework for today, that because it become habit from now, that we have to give regard and respect to the advice and ideas of others. To give your ideas is a different issue. Even if you do not like the ideas of someone else, to be affected by them and then to allow your stage to fluctuate, that service is not a real service if your stage of mind is fluctuate by taking the ideas of other. To adjust yourself, to think and to consider the ideas of others just as you would consider your own ideas, is giving regard to the ideas of other. You say that you thought of that and or that you came up with that idea, that you did that, and so you think that importance should be given to your ideas, that others should give regard to them. So why are you not getting regard to the others' ideas? However, you do not know how to match the ideas of others with your own ideas. You simply consider the ideas of others to be the ideas of someone else. Double foreigners are progressing very well in making plans for the field of service. There will be progress in the future too. However, use the speciality of adjustment. Okay, we have to adjust in every situations. When any child is moving forward, Bap Dada is pleased. Bap Dada is very happy. He does not think, why is this one moving forward? Baba is very happy when we are going forward. He is not unhappy when we are going forward. However, is moving forward, is it very good? Yes. Bap Dada has love for the double foreigners anyway. And today Bap Dada is in full Murli is saying double foreigners. Okay. He also has, this is a special Murlis for foreigners. He also has a lot of regard for whatever plans you make for service, whatever practical service you do and are doing. Bap Dada also told you earlier that if it were not for a double foreigners, then one of the titles of the father would not be proved in a practical way. Which title? World benefactor. Okay, we are the world benefactor, not a self benefactor. We have to have the courage to beneficial works for the world. We have to do something good for the world, not for self. You are giving the Father's message everywhere in the world. This season, souls have come from everywhere. How many countries has everyone come? 58 countries have come at that time from the 5 continents. So how many countries still remain? There must be many small countries, but 125 main countries still remain. So you double foreigners will now have to do a lot of work to give message to the others. A lot of work has to be done in India and also in a foreign land. It has to be done in both areas. Bab Dada also told you earlier that a sign of complete success in service is that no souls anywhere complained that they did not receive the message of God. If you made sure that the message reached them, and then after hearing it, if they did not create their fortunate, then that is not a complaint against you, and that is a complaint against those souls. But if you are not giving message, that is complaint against you. However, let there be no complaint against you. So since you say that you are a master world benefactor, the message should reach everywhere in the world. Let it reach in India and also in a foreign land. When no one side of you hoists your flag of victory, but on the other hand a soul comes and complains, would you like that? Would you like it if one side you are hosting a flag, on the other side a soul is complaining that you are not giving a message to us? We don't know when the God came, what the message of a God. So we have to be serious about that. We have to give message to everyone. You would not like that, would you? The double foreigners have very good courage. You have love for the Father anyway, and you also have a deep love for doing service. The certificate of love for the both is very good. What certificate do you have to claim now? To the extent that you are a servers, to the extent you have to be those who have adopted that much power. So you have become embodiments of power. You now have to claim this certificate. Bab Dada has seen that the majority of you has passed in both love for the Father and for the service. Okay. To the souls in, Baba is saying that double foreigners are very good servants, so very good followers, and they are doing very good service. Baba is happy for the double foreigners. To the souls in all four directions who have a right to the authority of righteousness, to those who constantly have all the rights to the authority of self-sovereignty, to the elevated souls who constantly have a double authority and a double crown, to the powerful souls who constantly reveal the practical form of being embodiments of all the powers by using all the powers to the powerful, unshakable and immovable Mahavir souls, powerful souls who constantly reveal their aim with their qualities and give their experience to the others. Bab Dada's love, remembrance and namaste. Baba is saying that long namaste, that long love for today. Blessings, today's blessings. You have to write on your notebook or in your mind that today's blessing of a God is: may you finish your illness of waste thought, waste thinking, okay, waste behavior, waste act. May you finish your illness of waste with determination and become an embodiment of success. Yes, we have to. May you finish your illness of waste with determination and become an embodiment of success. Today we will make explanation is: in order to become an embodiment of success, all of you children have to have this determination. You will never think of anything wasteful. You will not look at anything wasteful. You will not listen to anything wasteful. You will not speak anything wasteful, and you will not do anything wasteful. You will remain constantly cautious and also finish all name and trace of anything wasteful. The illness of waste is very serious, and it doesn't allow you to become a yogi, a spiritual being, because waste is an expansion with the power to pack up, stabilize your intellect that wanders in the expansion into its stage of essence, and you will then become an easy yogi and an embodiment of success. The slogan for today is: Instead of teaching others with word, become those who teach others by an example. You have to make an example for others, that other person teach from your habits or your karmas, not from your words. Okay. Om Shanti. Okay. This is the third Sunday of the month, an international yoga day. So all yogis and have to do the meditation on 6:30 and 7:30. This is meditation theme is given that at the time of this special yoga you have to experience I'm a soul, I'm a living Deepak, means Deepak, okay, like a candle seated on my seat at the center of forehead, and I am an instrument Brahman, a lamp of the clan who dispels the darkness of ignorance and spread the light of knowledge that enlightens the world. You have to think of it. Okay, it's all about today. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Om Shanti.